Hello, boys and girls. How are you tonight? How's everything? Hello, hello. How are you guys? Good?
Hello, teacher.
Full
Yes,
of,
teacher.
yes,
Hello.
thank you. Full
Hi,
of,
teacher.
hello, Sylvia. Full of vocabulary about education? No? Not really?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay. My dear friends, let me tell you what's the agenda. You must be happy because this is our last meeting of the week. Tomorrow you guys do not have class, which is very good. So let me show you what's the agenda. We have a very hard-working lesson today that is good for us. Okay, and it has like a different methodology, so let me see how it goes. Okay, boys and girls, agenda for tonight. Okay. Okay, here we are. So this is our class 4, and is the last one of this week. We are almost in the middle of this cycle. And this is our agenda for today. We're going to start warming up our brains with a game for checking some vocabulary about education, things you were studying before, yeah? So we have a Kahoot. After that, we have our lesson on reading and vocabulary. No grammar tonight, which is good. But we will do the reading in a different way. Yes, I usually read with you. I explain the vocabulary, which is, like easier for us because we are all focused on that. But I need to let you do it because you need to train your reading comprehension skills. So this time, you guys are going to read on your own with some friends. And you will do basically the same as I do. Yeah, like one of you reading, and use discussing the vocabulary, use the dictionary because remember that it has a lot of vocabulary, yeah? But don't worry, we are not going to read the whole thing because it's long. I will assign just one little thing, for each group, okay? That will be the idea. So hello, Julian. So we are kind of changing the things, yeah? Otherwise it will be like so monotonous, yeah? So let's do it like that. Later, I will help you to read again, we have different things. Then we will have a discussion about learning. Learning is the vocabulary of tonight, education, learning, yes. Then we'll have 2 exercises on that reading for you to work on your reading comprehension skills. Basically, like what is the best title for it, like very similar to the exam, yeah? Of course, not as long, but those kind of strategies and exercises we need to practice. And at the end, you guys will register some work for me because last night we didn't, okay? And that's it. And let me tell you something. Last night we were checking on how to write emails, yeah? And I know that that was the last thing we did, but we didn't really practice. We just checked the vocabulary. I have it there for the last day of our cycle before the exam, yeah? And that would be very good for you because you usually are asked about writing an email. So that would be a very good exercise for practicing for our writing production, yeah? So I am holding it for next week, in which I will go through the vocabulary again with you very quickly on some tips on how to write email depending on the relationship and depending on the context, if it's formal or informal, yeah? So that will be part of our practice before the exam, yeah? It will be very good. So I don't want you to feel like we check it, but we didn't practice it. You know that we need to move on, but I just put it in my plan for that purpose, okay? So let's start. Questions, comments, things you want to say? Why are you so quiet? Are you tired? You must
Teacher,
be.
I have a question.
No, teacher.
About the email. We need to write with the situations.
No,
We
I'm holding it.
no. Okay.
I'm holding it. I'm holding it for next week, and it's very good because let me see, 1, 2, next Thursday, Monday, okay, Tuesday. Yeah, you guys will take the final test on Wednesday because that is a holiday. So my plan is to do it on the 8th class, and we will do it, in the lesson. And if we don't finish, I will give you as a homework, maybe 3 or 4 days homework, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah. And it's very good because I would like it to be next to the exam, which is good for you for training your skills on how to write an email, because we are usually asked about that in exams, So it's okay. You don't have to do it. I have it there in our folder. If you see it, it's there, but we will use it next week. Okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, because it usually takes time, and I would like to do like a very good practice of it. Okay, so my dear friends, first the attendance, then start. Okay, here. Gerson?
Hi, teacher. Present.
Very good. Jean-Claude?
Present, teacher.
How are you, Jean-Claude? Welcome back.
Thank you, teacher. I'm fine. Well,
Sick?
fine. Yes. A little.
My goodness. I hope you feel better. Just sit.
Hello, teacher.
Very good. Natalia?
Hello, teacher.
Awesome. Andres?
Hi, teacher. Present.
Great. Silvia?
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Elkin? Oh, okay. Okay. Julian?
Hello.
Awesome. Jeanette? Jeanette? Okay, guys. While I'm finishing checking the attendance, I'm just sharing here in the chat the link of the game, so we save time and you guys can start registering on it. Okay, Jeanette is not in our meeting. Maybe she got a final exam today. Okay. And Carlos.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Marvelly.
Present, teacher.
Great. Jose.
Present, teacher.
Great. And Lisette.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Okay, my dear friends. Let's start with the game. I have Carlos, Lisette, Marvelly there. Also Silvia. Hello, Elkin. Please get in the game. Come on, guys, there are 8 students. Andres, Gerson, Jean-Claude, Jacid, Silvia, Marvelly, Carlos, and Lisette. We are missing Julian. We are also missing Natalia. Elkin is there. And we are missing. Okay. Okay, Julian is there. Good. Now I got 11. Jeanette is not here, so I'm missing 2. Maybe Jose? Can you get into the game? Is there any problem with it? Okay, Jose is it. Perfect. I think we are going to start just one. Okay. Perfect. Very good. We are all there. Okay, guys. The game, just for take a short break and to review the vocabulary about education. Let's go. Oh no, we need the music. So boring. What is this? Basic question. Simple one. Sorry. Okay. That's a school. Yeah. Why isn't a college, boys and girls? Why it isn't a college? Come on. Boys and girls.
What, teacher? I don't hear you.
But why can it be a college?
Teacher, college is colega?
No.
Carlos, that
College
would be
is not
colleague.
university.
Yes. College is another way to say university, especially
Okay,
for
okay.
British people. Carlos, you meant colleague. That is very
Yes,
similar
teacher,
in
sorry.
spelling. It's okay, don't worry. You don't have to apologize for that. Colleague. Yeah. But maybe this is part of false friends. Do you remember what false friends means? Sorry. Yeah, when our brain connects or looks in our Spanish storage, yeah, and it connects with the words we have in our native language, which is Spanish. For example, groceries. ¿Des groserías? No. Actually, actualmente. No. Rude. Rudo. No. Yeah, so that's false friends. It's like a process that happens in our brain because it needs to defend itself and translate it right away to our words. Yeah, so it happens with college. We think that is college, but it's not. College can be university for British people, yeah, or also an institution that particularly gives, careers or education on any different branches like music or law, arts, cook and everything. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. A plan for carrying out a process or procedure, giving lists of intended events and times. Okay. Oh my God, my son. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Schedule is the correct answer. Timeline is different. What is a timeline? Remember that a timeline is how we can order events of our life.
Sí, una recopilación de momentos, sucesos.
Yes, Jean-Claude. They are ordered in the time they happened. Yeah, chronologically. Yes, that's the timeline. And it's very useful for studying present perfect when we mention our achievements in life. Yeah, timeline is very common for present perfect practice. But I think that what you guys meant was timetable. Timetable. That is totally okay, and it's a synonym of schedule, and you can also use it for this description. Okay? Timetable. So schedule or timetable, both are correct, but timeline is a different thing. Oh, Sylvia, you meant timetable. Maybe, yes. Okay, good. So is it clear, boys and girls? Yeah? The timetable or the schedule, yeah, where we organize our activities for the week or for the day. Yeah, especially in school, in that image, they say, like, well, Monday, PE, science, history, social studies, language arts. Yeah, timetable or schedule, not timeline. Very good, guys. What's this? Very simple question, very easy. Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, it was good. Notebook and book. Why isn't it an ebook? That was a physical one, right? Ebook
When
is,
it's online,
sorry, Jason?
when it's a online option.
Yeah, yes, very good. And electronic book. That's an ebook. Yes, an ebook, yes. Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Okay. A tax. Guys, tell me that you selected punishment, because that is like a very common way that students call homework or assignments. Yeah. Of punishment, terrible. Yeah. Okay. But a task that someone in authority gives you or asks you to do is an assignment. Yes, Jose. I guess that he was just like, the relationship, because we can call it punishment, but well, it's not really this description. Okay, very good. You guys have it clear. Okay. It was not a Spanish dictionary. You had to look very carefully. Okay, easy one.
Oops.
Yeah, not a Spanish dictionary, but it was an English one. They go to the same class, so they are okay. They are classmates. Perfect. Classmates this way, classmates this way, both are spelled correctly. Colleagues are the ones that go, no, not go, but have or work in the same place. Okay, class. Guys, why did you select this word? Does it exist? What is this? Didn't you notice it?
Fast answer.
It's misspelled. Okay. And well, I don't really think she was the PE teacher. She didn't look like having the PE class. You know that PE, these two letters stand for physical education. Yes? Okay. Let's continue. A branch of knowledge that is taught and researched at school, college, or university. Dear friends, what's a signature? Can you explain that to me, please? What's a signature? Come on. Tell me what a signature is.
Firma? ¿No es firma?
It is, is your written name or any way you write your name for representation of you. Una firma. It does not have anything to be or to do with school subjects, which is the correct answer, okay? Signature is very different. Maybe that's another false friend because it's very similar to Spanish. Asignatura, signature, no, different thing. Okay. School subjects, let's continue. Who's he? Awesome. All of you got it right. And why didn't you select the lecture? Why not? Tell me. Why not? guys are
Lecture is a more advanced teacher.
Yeah. Maybe more expert. Yeah.
More expert.
Yes. And remember that teachers basically work in an academic setting, you know, with students. Lecturers do not need them. Okay? I mean, of course they can have them because lecturers can be at university as well. Yeah. But in any other specific event, like for example, a conference, a workshop, or something like that, it's not just that they have to be with the students. Yeah. Teachers need to be with them. Okay, very good, guys. Very good. What's going on with the music? Okay. Okay, that's right. How do you say din in Spanish? Guys?
Decano?
Yes, very good. El decano. Perfect. Punishment for naughty school children who are made to stay at school after the other children have gone home. Okay, let me see. Okay, awesome. Well, a break? No, it's not a break. A break is not punishment. A break is wonderful. Well, what's the difference between detention and suspension? Because some of you selected suspension. What's the difference, guys? I think these are not very common punishments in Colombia. I don't think so. But this one indicates that you need to be after school, that you need to stay there, that you need to do extra activities. Yeah? And suspension means that you are not allowed to take part in the school activities. So basically you have to be at home after they, allow you to go back to school. And that's terrible because your learning process is, like interrupted. Have you ever had suspension in your life?
No, teacher.
No.
Where, when you studied, was it a common way to punish students or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. I think I didn't see it in my school, or maybe not that I remember. But well, that's the difference. Detention, after school, suspension in your house. Okay, very good. Let's continue. Department within a university or college in charge of different careers and subjects. For example, the law, blah, blah, blah. The medicine, ta, ta, ta. What's the word that we are missing there? Okay, that's the faculty. Very good, awesome. Oh, almost all of you got it right. The ceremony at which diplomas are conferred is called graduation. That is true. Very good. Money provided to finance educational study. Oh my God. What was wrong? Okay, let me explain what is wrong here. Okay, I understand that you guys were thinking about scholarship. Yeah, I know. But what's the difference between scholarship and grant? What's the difference? Any idea?
I don't
Okay.
know how to explain, but is, for example, the scholarship is big, but for example, grant is a money that provide you to pay the yes, the money. Yes, it's
Uh-huh.
como shit. Yeah.
No, it's okay, continue on this.
No. Yes, I understand that. What is the difference between grant and scholarship?
Thank
Yes,
you.
it's
Thank you. Let me see one intervention in the chat. Subsidio, says Natalia. It could be subsidio, or you can also call it beca. Don't be afraid of calling like scholarship. It's okay. But there is a difference. Scholarship is more like based on your knowledge, your academic achievements, what you know, what you could do, and what you could demonstrate. Yeah? Basically what we say in Spanish, méritos. La beca que me dan por méritos, o porque pasé un concurso, o porque me inscribí y pasé el examen, porque pertenezco a tal, no sé, deporte en el colegio, entonces me dio una beca por méritos, por ser bueno, ¿ya? Different from grant, because grant is based on the money you are given, yes, because of need, yes, financial needs, when you can't afford your studies. And it's totally different from the scholarship because it will be based on maybe, I don't know, your social status, your conditions of living, yeah, the money you may receive from the government, for example, yes? So those are the differences between grant and scholarship. But if you look in Spanish, you may use both as beca, yeah? But grant is more because of the need of money. Yes, that's the difference. Do you understand, boys and girls? Yes? Okay, now. Okay, perfect. Now, loan. What is a loan? It's not like loan is also similar to grant and scholarship. No, it's different, but it's related to this explanation, because loan is also referring to money. In which way? That, for example, if you can't afford your studies and you are not qualified for getting a grant, you can ask for a loan. That is the most common way people get for paying something. Yeah, in this education field, it will be like asking, don't know, maybe any institution or the banks for some money for studying, but later you will have to pay it. It's not like a grant that is for free, or it's not like a scholarship that is also for free. Yeah, a loan is basically when you are lent some money. Yes. Okay, un préstamo. Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue. And gift, well, I don't think I have to explain it. Gift is maybe, okay, let's put it into this context of education. A gift will be if your uncle Henry wants to pay the studies for you. You don't have to give the money back. You don't have to do any kind of contest or taking a test or showing that you're good. And you don't have to demonstrate you don't have money for it. So it's just that you are receiving the money. It's a gift. Come on, woof. I received something because he just wanted to pay my studies. Yeah, so it's not related to this. It's different. Okay, let's continue. Jean-Claude is on top. Look, and I think he's kind of winning round. Do you remember the expression win round something? What's that? Guys, the phrasal verbs and language that we learn. When you win round something, it's very easy, okay? Because I see that he is on top by kind of 700 points, or maybe 600. Okay, let's continue. An educational discourse or speech on a particular subject, especially given or read to university audience. And that is a lecture. No, guys, a lesson is more informal, more simple. It's not really like a discourse, a lesson. A lesson is what I am giving you now, what we are having now. Yeah, it's not like this that is in other specific events, the ones that lecturers give. Okay. And a workshop also combines people, working together, collaborative learning, different from a lecture. Okay. Let's continue. I think we are, finished. Awesome. Congratulations to Julian. Very good. Lisette, awesome job. And our winner is Jean-Claude. Very good. 4,000 points. Congratulations to Elkin and Marilyn as well. Okay, perfect. That was the game, just to warm up our brain. Now, let's introduce our topic today. Our topic is continue talking about education and learning. Here we are, reading and vocabulary section, and then next Monday you will study passive with your teacher Laura. Passive voice, I think is great. So here we have this. Sorry to say this, but you are very smart. How to shrink your brain. Shrink, incoherent. Who's the bird brain now? Okay, we have 3 articles to read. They are kind of thick, complete, yeah? So this is how we're gonna do it. First, we're going to discuss this together. Do you know what a myth is? Yes? Okay. Myths are things that maybe a lot of people believe they are true. Yes? But they don't really have any scientific, how can I say, like, way to prove, for example, yeah? And facts are the opposite because they are true. It's not what people believe, it's just what they are, yeah? So let's read these statements and decide if they are facts or myths. Number 1, Jessit, you're going to read the first one, please.
Okay, number 1. We all have the potential to be a genius.
A genius. Oh, thank you, Jessit, for reading it. We all have the potential to be a genius. Is it a myth or is it a fact? Boys and girls, what can we say about it? Myth or fact? Myth? Sorry?
Fact.
I think it's fact. A fact.
Yeah?
A fact, yes.
Most of you are saying that it's a fact. Is anyone who can give us, Jose as well. I don't know, anything to support your idea or your answer, sorry? Why is it a fact?
If we're talking about intelligence, there are a different types or about intelligence. Intelligence.
Okay.
So in psychology, we think that a child have the potential as the another child, maybe they have a different, maybe I know how to know something, how to study something in a way, and you in another way, so so in psychology they think that there are various types of intelligence.
Yeah, like Howard Gardner states that we have, multiple intelligence. You just have to learn how you learn and how yourself receives that knowledge and take it. Thank you, Gerson, for raising your hand. Thank you, Sylvia, for your explanation. I love it. You are basing it in psychology. Gerson?
Yes, teacher. I think it also depend about of meaning about the genius for us. For example, we can have a prototype of person that is a genius for us. For example, Einstein or Tesla. So for us, a genius could be a person with skills, similar skill like that person.
Yes, Gerson, you are right. Depends on, okay? Thank you, thank you. Okay, very good, guys. So you said that that is a fact because it's real, because it's a truth, yeah? And you can also prove it. Perfect. Myths, it is just like a general belief, but we cannot prove it. So stress is bad for the brain. I like that one.
Fact.
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 Absolutely. Yes. It is. And we need to control those, overwhelming situations and stressful situations in our life because later we will face the consequences. I remember Andres once asked me in one class about pasar factura. Was you? I don't know. Or Andres or Julian? Any of you? And I think that later you will face the consequences will be something like that. Pasar factura. Yeah? Okay. Good. That's so bad for our brain. Fat. The more you praise a child, the better. You know what praise means?
Elogiar, teacher,
Sorry, yes, it?
is elogiar.
Yeah, to praise someone, to always say like, "Wow, you're so good," blah blah blah. Okay, I think that word could be ambiguous, bias. Yeah, because it could be good in one way, but maybe not excessively correct if you do it a lot. Yeah. So, fact or myth?
Myth.
Myth.
I will say a myth. Yeah, because it will depend on the situation. And if you do it a lot and in the wrong way, that will be a spoiled child. Different. Yeah. So it goes like out of control. Okay, humans are always more intelligent than animals. Can we prove that?
Fact.
Fact?
Fact.
Yes.
Always? I'm not sure. Always?
Okay. I like that. Natalia is analyzing. Those are reading reading comprehension skills. When you have a statement with always, most of, all, yeah, you have to be careful. So, well, you said a fact. School days are the happiest days of our lives. What do you think? Myths or facts? That's easy to analyze, guys.
Myth.
Okay, you cannot do this exercise, especially with the final sentence, taking into account how you feel towards school days. You have to be very objective, not subjective. That's why Julian said that is a myth. Yeah, maybe because for us or for some of us, it wasn't like that. And your happiest days of studying were at university, maybe, yeah? Sylvia, What does it depend on?
The last one, for me, I consider that it depends of the person, the perspective. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a situation where where a person was victim of bullying. Maybe she or he don't consider the school days were the happiest day of their life. So.
Exactly. Or maybe it does not have to be like you guys had very bad days at school. It's okay. Maybe you had wonderful days there, but later at the university you had even greater days. Yeah. So wow, they will say like, wow, they were my happiest. Even if I had very good moments in the school, my happiest were during university. You see, so this is very personal. Yeah, so it's a myth. We tend to remember the past with more joy than the yes, Natalia. And some people say that like no todo tiempo pasado fue mejor. Some people say that like yeah, they're breaking and just touching that myth. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for your discussion. Very good. But now we have to read. And I told you that this is going to be in a different way. I'm not going to read with you, not for today. Okay? Your guys are going to read with your classmates. But the good thing is that you don't have to read the three of them. Okay? You are going to be assigned just to read one article. Because if we read together and I explain each, all of them will be like so long and you guys need to register something today. So let me tell you what's the activity. Let me show you the link. Please use the dictionary. That's my recommendation. Of course, or an online one if you need. No problem. Okay, yes, here. You guys are going to do two things. Let me send you the link. And I organized big groups. So let's see how it works. Big groups, so you guys have less effort. Yeah, if someone gets tired of reading, the others can help. You can all check out for the new vocabulary. Yeah, so let's do it like that. Look, this is the activity. I divided the groups into the three articles. And you have to do two things. The first thing is read the articles and match one statement from exercise 1 with each article. Is the statement a correct summary of each article? So this is the last thing you guys are going to do, because if you do it at the beginning, you will have to read the three articles, and that's what I don't want. Okay, so you can do it at the end. If you go through the statements and you find one for the article you read, that's much better because you are discarding. Yeah, discard is one of the reading strategies. How do you say discard? Guys, when you have three options and you discard the two that you think that are not correct, descartar, eliminar. Yeah, so at the end, do it at the end. At the beginning, you have to do this. Read the articles, in this case, A for this slide, and decide which statements are true, A, B, and C. Here, you guys are going to mention, for example, A. A is true. Okay, we finished. No, you didn't finish. Why are they true? Okay, so try to give a sort of explanation or description about your opinion. Okay, so that's basically what you have to do. But do not worry if you cannot do the second one. Start with this one, okay? Because you have to read the article, try to understand it, check out for new vocabulary, and then you just say true or false to this, okay? Is it clear? If you are in this slide, you are A. If you are reading the article A. If you are in the second slide, you are reading the article B. But everything is very organized because I put them with the titles. So do not worry. Is it clear, boys and girls?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Yes, teacher.
Call me if you need. If I see that you are taking so long, we will be together. I will just check, okay? Do not worry. Just let's try to do it like that to see how it goes today. 1, 2, and 3 articles. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Carlos, do you have a second device today as well? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Carlos will be here. Carlos here and okay. And okay, here 7. 4, 4, 4, and 5, but Carlos is 1. Okay, perfect. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. Start.
Sorry, teacher. Can you give us the link, please?
Oh, sure. Oh my God, excuse me. Sorry. I closed all the, oh no. I closed them by accident. And now you have to be back to me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. I closed them by accident. And I think you guys are coming back. Oh, it's going to take 22 more seconds. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I closed them by accident, and that's why you are back here. But you need the link.
Teacher, okay, thank you.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Lisa, for asking me. That is the link. So remember, once again, when you finish reading the article, yes, at the end, and when you have discussed if they are true or false, then you can go back to this exercise in which we already discussed the myths and the facts, and you can match them with one of them. If you do it like that way, you will not be confused, because if you start with this, you will have to read the 3 articles. Yeah, so do this at the end when you have read and understood the article. Okay, go ahead. Go, go, go. Sorry about the interruption. We are ready now. Very good job, guys. Awesome. Very good job. I was checking what you guys wrote, and you also finished by giving a statement on exercise 1, which is very good. Okay, so let's socialize that information all together. So you guys are going to do it. Let me go back to this very quickly. Okay. So let's start with Mabel, Sylvia, Elkin, and Jersey. They were in charge of the first article. So you guys are going to tell us a little bit about it, about this article, and then we will discuss the statements and the sentences, okay? What was the article about? Come on, you can talk, just, like feel free. It talks about praising children, but what were the findings?
Okay, teacher, about the summary of the article?
Yeah. So the rest of us who did not read that article can understand. Yeah. So that's like giving us some information about it.
Oh, okay, teacher. About the article, about his intention is give or explain why don't we don't have to give I forget the
Right?
word.
Here.
Yeah, teacher, for the our children praising, yes, because this could be a negative option because this could be his learning. Our children could grow up with ability to sport and gain your own I forget the word. In summary, it's doesn't matter if a children start with a natural ability or without it. The important is you don't praising his ability. If not, besides praising his effort, is a conclusion.
Thank you so much, Jersey. Yes. It basically tells us about a study that this person conducted with some kids, like the action research is based on a group of students who receive some kind of treatment and the other one who does a different thing, and then at the end they compared, yeah, by using a follow-up test. I think that is the word here, follow-up test. I got some vocabulary for you. Look. Okay, praise someone, what we were saying, yeah, as Jessie said, when we say a lot of good things to a person. Put one's nose to the grindstone is basically to work very hard. Chattering is very choking or upsetting or breaking something or interrupting something, yeah? And follow-up test is the kind of evaluation or assessment we do at the end of a process, different from an evaluation or specific things. Like, for example, okay, let's evaluate this lesson with a quiz, or let's just register this work for, checking students' understanding on this topic. No, that's different. The follow-up test is maybe at the end of a sort of situation or things that we have been observing, yeah? Okay, this is for the first one. And why did I say this? Because basically in this reading, they conducted a study like that, yeah? They had two groups of people, yes? And they were explaining, as Jessie, no, Gerson, sorry, said, why it is not very good to praise children. Okay, now from what you guys did here, let's see what you guys stated on these statements. True or false and why. You can read what you did, what you did, okay. To become a high achiever, you always need natural ability. Lower achievers learn at the same speed as high achievers. Praising effort leads to improved performance. So, okay, guys, you can help me just sharing what you did and discussed on the exercise, please. You are a team. So,
Okay, teacher. About A.
yes.
We have chosen that is false.
Okay. Why is it false?
It's false because in the article is saying or explain us that children could be at the same condition when to become a slow or high achiever. That not depend that they don't need a natural ability. It doesn't matter.
Because you can work very hard and train your skills and become better and better every day. Yeah. So it's, I mean, like we can, well, we may have our natural abilities, of course, in a more developed way than others, but we can also train our skills. I don't know, I'm going to say something and please do not hate me because it's a very controversial thing and it's talking about the examples of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Elkin, don't hate me. Okay, but I have heard part of the discussion and they say that, well, Messi has that natural ability, you know, that the fact that he's a great player is because it's innate. I'm not saying that he's not disciplined, of course he is, yeah, but he has that talent. Yes, he was born with that. And the other case, Elkin, but I'm going to say very good things about Cristiano as well. The other case is that Cristiano has I don't know, he has been to the extent of the greatest discipline, yes, and he has trained his skills his whole life, and that's why he's so good. He's very talented, yeah? So both of them are great soccer players. Both of them are awesome. But we have the perfect example of having the natural ability like Messi and the other one that is like working very hard, yeah? Okay, I was just using that example for this situation because I think it's the perfect one.
But Cristiano is the best.
No, Elkin? Can correct me if I'm wrong. How is it?
Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player, the best football player in the world.
Okay, I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that he is very disciplined and that he is a very hardworking soccer player. Yes? Okay, yes, Elkin, I know that is the usual discussion. My little nephew is perhaps the greatest fan of him, yeah? And he is always saying things like that. And he's just 8 years. Imagine that. Okay, but well, let's go back. Sorry for the interruption, Jerson. Now, B, low achievers learn at the same speed as high achievers. What do you guys decide on this one? I think you all actually gave us a little bit of that.
It's true, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, please. Based on the test.
Pardon.
Okay.
We think about that. In the paragraph, they say that the only difference about low achievers and high achievers, and that the high achievers tend to study more and
Okay.
practice is the only difference. But if we want to achieve more things or be more, I don't know how to say, but be more like como estudioso. I don't know how to say. I don't know if the correct word, but
Maybe
if
discipline.
we want to achieve things, we have to do it. Only we need to practice more. It's just the difference.
Thank you, Sid. Thank you. Very good. And praising effort leads to improved performance. What do you guys say? Okay. Maybe
Teacher,
another. Okay, thank you.
with him is true. Because the paragraph explains about a study on how pricing influence children's abilities, and they found that prices the four is better than price intelligence.
Awesome. I love that you guys are basing your opinions on the article because that is the exercise, right? Because if you notice your articles, all your articles, mentioned any kind of study or any kind of research. Yeah. For example, in this case, to prove this hypothesis. Yes, and here we have also experts, and we also have findings. Yeah, the findings are the results. Yes, and it happens with all the three articles. So that's what you guys are doing. Okay, thank you so much, my first group. Very good job. Let's go to the second article. Second article, how to shrink your brain. Let me go to here just to explain a little bit. Here. Brain shrinkage. To shrink is to reduce its size, and shape in any different context, but we have to adapt that concept to this learning vocabulary. Okay? Shrink significa reducir, encogerse. Yo meto la ropa a la secadora y se encoge. That's shrink. So now, how can we adapt that concept to our health and our brain? What comes to your mind? ¿Que se nos encoge el cerebro? Or what? That it stops working to the fullest. Yes? There is any kind of atrophy. So here we have brain atrophy. Cerebral atrophy is a loss of neurons and connections between them. Yeah? This loss can lead to problems with thinking, memory, and performing everyday tasks. It can happen maybe when we are very old, just because of the process of living, yeah, because that is the stage where we have, not all our abilities are very strong, yeah. Or we can do it at this age when you are very young because of the stress, because of very dramatic situations in our life, like when we break a relationship and we are extremely sad and we don't know how to deal with the problems. Yeah, it can happen for lots of reasons. Maybe the people who read that article can explain it a little bit better. Sorry, let me go back. They were Julian, Jean-Claude, Lisette, and Andres. Wonderful. Okay, tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, teacher. To summarize, the test is about how stress can affect our brains. And they mention a research that was made to 100 people. And those people that were exposed to a lot of stress and traumatic events in their lives, they had lower amounts of gray matter in some parts of their brains. So they mentioned that it can damage our brains. However, they say that our brains are plastic and dynamic, so it can change. So if we deal or if we manage that stress in a good way, we can be more healthy, and we don't have this negative impact at all, just like in a small way. It is.
Very good, Lisette. Very good summary and explanation. Yeah, as Lisette mentioned, it can be reversed. We think that it can't, but maybe we can do some things for taking care and to avoid. Yes, avoiding is better than fixing. Yes, so if we avoid something, is better than at the end trying to fix it and coming back. Thank you so much for the explanation. Very good. So, my dear friend, this is something that we must always, like, because sometimes we get very stressed because of little things. So, guys, what about this? All of the volunteers had experienced trauma. All of those people from the study. True or false?
It is false, teacher.
Why?
And the article says that the volunteers were healthy people. Even some of them have had been gone traumatic and stressful events in their life.
Yes, so that's also action research when they have two groups of different, different population. It's kind of comparing at the end. We do something that is called in Spanish triangulación, yeah, for finding the research results and findings. That is comparing and analyzing. Very good, Julian. Thank you. Next one. All the gray matter in the brain was affected. How do you say gray matter in Spanish, boys and girls?
Materia gris.
Yeah, very literal. Thank you, Andres. Yes. So, true or false?
It is false, teacher, because it says that just in some parts of the brain responsible for emotion, self-control, and blood pressure.
Very good, thank you. And stress doesn't always have a negative effect on the brain or a negative impact. That's basically what Lisa explained at the beginning. So?
Yes, teacher, it's true.
Thank you.
Because stress doesn't always have a negative effect on the brain. For example, the brain is dynamic and plastic, and things can improve if the stress is dealt with in a healthy manner. So for that reason, it's true.
Very good explanation, Andres. Yeah, we have to just, like follow or have or look for the way we find preventive, ways or preventive actions. Okay. What is the statement that summarizes your article? I'm sorry, I didn't ask you from the previous group. What is the statement from this?
Teacher number 2.
Stress is bad for the brain. Okay, good. What was the one from the previous group? Guys? We all have the potential to be a genius, right? Boys and girls, from the previous article, the ones who were in charge of the previous article. One or three, according to the text. Okay, let me see, because I'm talking to Mabely, Sylvia, Elkin, and Gerson, and you said the more you prize a child, the better. So that is
Teacher,
what-
you are talking with
no,
us?
we all have the potential to be a genius. That's the one that you selected. Yes, I'm talking to you because you guys.
Yes. Yes, teacher. Sorry. I think you
Okay.
are talking with
No, they are done, but I
other
forgot to ask you about the summary statement. And of course, if you use this one, it will be different from what you guys said. Yeah, so we all have the potential to be genius. Yeah, to support the idea that it's not necessary to praise them. Okay, and to finish, my dear friends, just in time, awesome. Who's the bird brain now? Okay. So, my dear friends from group 3, can you tell us a little bit about the article, please? Go ahead. Come on, to finish.
Okay, teacher. The article is about recent research conducted at Cambridge University.
Yeah.
It's a text about the intelligent, a pitted birds called Eurasian jails against children. And in the test, prove that children's from the age of 8 learn more quickly than bears. And before the age, the children were not quicker than the bears.
Okay, very good. Any other thing?
And okay. Okay. The test prove that think differently. Children think differently from bears. And it's all, teacher.
Okay. We have the researchers who were conducting the action research. So in all of the 3 articles, as I told you, you guys have the proof, yeah? You have to base your, how can I say, like facts or information on what they studied. Perfect, thank you, Natalia. Now, let's check out the findings. The study used different kinds of birds. True or false, and why?
Okay, teacher. This affirmation is false. The researcher has only used birds called Eurasian jays.
Yes.
The one space.
Yes, those ones, the one who fall. Yes, good. Children aged 8 and older are definitely smarter than birds.
Teacher, for us, it's true because the experiment proved that children age learn more quickly than youth.
Children learn more quickly than birds as stones, which think, okay. From the age of 8 upwards, okay. So you guys did this finding, okay, so let's just highlight it. Oh, sorry, not so good. It was not like, well, I was just trying to summarize this one. Sorry, to highlight. And birds rely on their expectations of what will happen, kind of predicting what is next and reacting to it. Yes or no?
Yes, teacher. This is true because the research showed that the bears are hampered by their expectations.
Okay, what is it?
Final, here, yes.
Say that birds are hampered by their expectations, while human children are better at putting their expectations aside. So yes, like acting naturally. Okay, good. Here. Perfect. Okay, and what is the best statement that summarizes this article?
Teacher, letter 4. Humans are always more intelligent than animals, but it false.
Humans are always more intelligent than animals. So you found it false?
Yes, because humans are more intelligent than birds after 8 years old. Before, it's not.
That's very good. So finally, we could find out that this one was a myth. And it depends on the situation and the research or the study gave us a different result. Yeah, especially because, well, as you mentioned here, the birds, were kind of not slowers at taking the moment for making the decision, but more like waiting, and the kids or the children were just acting naturally and reacting. Okay, guys, you did a very good job. I liked it because you guys were forced to read all together and to try to understand the text, which is very good because when you are in the exams, you have to read by your own. Yeah, it does not mean that I'm not going to read with you anymore. Of course, I also like to explain my students things in the readings and new vocabulary. But this time I wanted to do it differently. I have something for you, but do not worry, you will have plenty of time. This is what you guys are going to do. Maybe, okay, if you do it by Monday, it's better because you won't forget about the opinions and about what you read and the studies. If you do it later, it will be a little bit harder for you to remember. So these are just 3 questions you guys are going to answer as homework, okay? From the article you read, what information did you find most surprising? Okay, based on the article you read, because that was the one that you really studied. If you want to read the other one, and maybe you find the other one, like more interesting, okay, work on it. No problem. That's your decision. Has any of it means like the information you guys found, changed your opinions, or maybe changed future actions? Like, well, later I will do this. For example, the one for the brain. Oh, I think I will look for some preventive actions instead of just, getting very stressed, because I know that I can help my brain to stop the atrophy. Yeah, maybe that's when we change our opinion on future actions. Do you think any of these findings, when I say findings, I am talking about the results, yeah, that the researchers gave us, yeah, maybe any obvious, like, I can't believe that. I think it's not very true. You can just give your opinion, okay? So those are just 3 personal questions you guys are going to answer. Let me give you the link. You guys can use it whenever you have time during the weekend, and that will be graded as homework, okay? So, questions about it, boys and girls?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
So I hope you guys have a wonderful break. Let me just give you the link. And anytime you have, I don't know, like any doubt about the classwork, remember that I put it in our WhatsApp group. You have it there. Yes? Okay, there you are. You have it there in the chat. Maybe I will send it to our WhatsApp group as well. Okay, so let me show you something. You guys have the whole link for this. Look. Class resources, teacher Sandy. You have all of these ones, and you can go to B2.3 because you have access, yeah? And then you go to group 1. Here we have the slides, that is the ones that I use for the classes. And here is the work we register, okay? Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a great weekend. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher. Excuse me.
Yes, thank you.
Teacher, can you send us that information in the WhatsApp group, please?
Sure. Only the one from the homework, or the whole thing?
The homework and the all information.
Okay. Yes, I will. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye, teacher. Have a good
Bye,
night.
teacher.
You too. Thank you. Take care, guys.